So ask your question.
My question?
Yeah, the question helps.
What are the 5 stages of success?
All right. The first stage is like the majority of the population. I think everybody has seen or knows people like this, the drones, the zombies. They, whatever, they don't really do much. Like if you were to observe their life and say, you know, what have you done? It's minimal because they want the school, the job, the picket fence, the dogs, whatever. There's nothing wrong with that stuff, but there's an attitude about it where it's not like their dream, it's just default. The second stage is they're like the rah-rah guys. They're like hyping themselves up, you know? Yeah, there's more than what we have here. We don't need to be drones, like, brah. And they'll try lots of different things. Usually haphazardly and randomly, just trying different things. And never really getting anywhere, but they do seem different than the drones, you know what I mean? But they piss everybody off. They piss the drones off because it means that the drones have to wake up out of their trance and try something too, because, well, look, Joe's doing it and you're not, so what's up? And it pisses off the people above, decision makers, because they're like, stop trying stuff randomly and do something in life. Like this trying doesn't do anything. So that brings us to the third stage, the fork in the road guys. This is when you realize you can't just keep trying something, and you have something that's calling you, some passion, some art, some entrepreneurship, job, something, some dream, something, and you have your old life, the drone life, whatever. So it's calling you, and it's every day. It's a choice. Like, do you go to the job, or do you invest in entrepreneurial skills? Do you listen to your parents, or do you go study that book or attend that seminar? Like, what do you do? It's a decision every time. And once you make that decision, you become stage 4, the badass. Now, it sounds awesome. Oh, I've decided. Oh, and the thing about the decision is it has to be a life or death decision. Like, it has to feel like, wow, if I choose this, I could easily die. It might be something as simple as like telling your mom to screw off, and you've never done that before. But if it feels like a life or death decision, then you made a true decision. But if you're just like, oh, I decided this or I decided that, or it was pretty impressive, yeah, that's just make-believe. Anyways, you eventually get to stage 4, the badass, and it sounds great, but only you know you've made this decision, and only you know you're committed, and only you know you're passionate, and your circumstances haven't changed quickly. It's like you made the decision, but maybe you made the decision to move out, and that was your life or death situation. But now what? Now you're in a basement apartment and you don't look successful. No one calls you a badass after that. You're just someone who's moved out. So this is a bit of an awkward stage, because you know you're awesome, but you don't have any proof for anybody, and it makes really tough conversations and choices sometimes. But if you stick it out in the badass stage, commit and keep going, eventually the badass does what? They succeed. Stage 5, success, where you know you're awesome and so do other people. You get people rallying to your cause, you get praise, you get support, you get money for doing what you love, and it feels successful. And it expands after that, but that's generally it. That's what people go through. And the How to Be Real blueprint is to help people get through these stages quickly. We generally only start at decision point. Like, you have to be willing to make the decision, the badass decision, to jump on board with the How to Be Real. It's not for the drones and the triers. But basically, badass up. Rise up.